Anyway, welcome. An update from my first video where I went through, why I'm starting, what I'm hoping to achieve, and all those sorts of things. Where am I at now? Well, as I said, just over 3 weeks into it. Next week's video will be a good one. That's going to be the 30-day sprint details. So I've done a 30-day sprint, or I've nearly done. I'm pretty close to completing that now. Once I complete that, I'll have all the information, all the data, all the things that I learnt during that time. We'll go over all of that information. But what has the first, 3 and a bit weeks done for me? It's really helped me get more clarity on my channel. Like every few days when I really stop and take stock of where I am and how the channel's going and how I'm developing, I guess, and evolving as a YouTube presenter. It's been really eye-opening, really educational, and even taught me a lot about myself during that time. But what I'm focused on now is getting through the 30-day sprint, and then setting the plans already, starting to set the plans for how I want the channel to evolve, how I want the channel to look for the next 30 days. So I'm thinking about biting it off in 30-day chunks. So I've done the sprint for 30 days. The next 30 days, I don't have to post every day is what I'm saying to myself. I'm already looking at going, okay, I want to post, and and you'll find out next week what the channel is, what the channel's about. But it'll be, updates weekly, educational video weekly. So there's 2 videos I'm committing to every week. And then as things get released or different things like that, I will do more videos. Or if I feel like there's something I want to update or something I want to get out to people, I'll do more videos, but I'm committing to 2. The 30-day sprint has taught me, well, at my level, how much is involved, what videos I can get out with a reasonable amount of time when I'm work 9 to 5 as well in a very busy job. And then that helps dictate a little bit about what my next 30 days are going to look like. And again, it's going to be a lot of trial and error, trying different things, trying different thumbnails, learning more about the editing side of it. I've already bit the bullet and bought a couple of bits of equipment. I've had one piece turn up. I've got another couple of pieces turning up over the next couple of days, which I'm really hoping to get use out of in the next 30 days. More so because of the style of channel I'm doing. I don't think people need this equipment, depending on what they're doing. But for the style of channel I'm doing, I think it's going to help me be a lot more efficient. I think it's going to help me present certain topics better and much more clearer and flowing. But I know I've still got a lot for that part of the channel that I want to do. I've still got a lot to learn in regards to the editing process and things like that. But again, the 30-day sprint has been excellent. I can highly recommend it. Honestly, I can highly recommend just jumping in. It gets you talking to the camera every day. And I didn't start talking to the camera, but I started talking on the videos from day one. So, and might be giving a little bit away about, the journey of my channel and that, but you'll get clarity on all of that next week when I go through the 30-day sprint, exactly how I started, the things I changed along the way, where I felt things were working and not working, the emotional side of it. I've had a bit of an emotional week this week, which I'll go through in more detail, but you'll get it when you see in the next video what I'm talking about. It's definitely some ups and downs, and you've got to be realistic about things and how they play out. And I'll go through the subscriber count and the view count, and how I track that each time I change things, and why I've now maybe altered some of the videos I'd like to put on there, and things like that. But that's all coming next week, which will be really exciting. But look, overall, again, I can't recommend it enough. When people say, just get in and just start doing it, 100%. And if you're worried about what people think of you or how you're going to look on the camera or how you're going to sound. Don't. Because initially when you're learning, when you're going through that learning process, you're not going to have many people watching you, but you're going to be watching yourself because you're going to be watching those videos back. And what I found when I watch those videos back, I go, that's not too bad. Like I've watched plenty of YouTube where people are exactly like that or worse than that, or a lot better than that too, but you're going to be your own worst critic, I think, at times. I definitely am for myself. I think everyone is a little bit like that. But jump in, give it a go, and honestly, you will surprise yourself. And I think for me, a 30-day sprint, even if, and it depends on what your channel's about and all those sorts of things, but even if it's just a 30-day sprint of talking and posting and getting used to talking to the camera and committing to doing it and posting it, it's the best thing you can do. Even if you want to set up another channel, which isn't going to be the main channel that you're doing or the main niche that you're doing, just so you can learn by just posting. Talk about your day. Talk about whatever you want. If people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, you're still learning the recording, you're learning the talking to camera, you're learning the editing, the uploading, the how to use YouTube. So even if you do it as an educational piece for yourself, don't worry about whether people watch it or they don't watch it, or someone follows it or they don't follow it. Just do it to learn the process, because at some point you have to do that, right? So for me, that's what my 30-day sprint was about, and I've loved it. Absolutely loved it. It's been hard at times, but juggling work and the demand of it because of the topic I'm doing and the research I need to do and that on a daily basis to produce something that's reasonable. I'm also hoping that by changing the frequency of my videos, I'll be able to work a bit more on the quality of the videos. But again, that's part of my journey. You're doing your own journey. But yeah, definitely, I can't recommend. Just give it a go. As I said, set up another channel that's just a learning channel for yourself. It's well worth it in my view. But anyway, guys, I just thought I'd jump on, give you an update before we do that 30-day. I did say in the last video that if I felt like doing an update, I would. Otherwise, the next one would be the 30-day. So the 30-day update will be coming next week, and I'm really looking forward to giving you guys the update, the insights, the emotional roller coaster of it, the things that I learned doing it, why I've adjusted, how I'm thinking of the next 60 days, what I'm planning for the next 60 days, what equipment I've used. I'll just briefly brush over the equipment I've used, the couple of bits of equipment I bought and why I bought them for what I'm doing. So lots of stuff to come in the next video. So, if you got value out of this, hit that like button, smash the subscribe if you want to follow my journey and see where all this ends up, because I have no idea either. Click that bell notification so you get notified when my videos come out, especially the 30-day one, which is coming out next, because I think there'll be a lot of good content in there for people just to see what it's like and what someone's journey is at the beginning. It's going to be raw. It's going to be real. I'm transparent. I'm not going to hide anything from anyone, and we can see where this ends up. So I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next one when I update you on how the first 30 days have gone of my YouTube channel. See you then.